Hey everyone, it's Drizzy, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the FNCS Invitational and how the NAE's teams performed, as well as cover the announcements Epic made for the next season and 2023. So let's get right into it. To start it off, I wanted to go over the tourney, and let me tell you, it was amazing. The energy in the last 3 games was unmatched. I truly believe this is the beginning of competitive Fortnite's comeback, and to cap that off in the last game with Queasy and Vino needing the best Cammy and Seti by 12 points to win it all, they decided to land on them at Cammy Split, which created an absolute wild finish for the top 2 teams and one of the craziest moments in comp Fortnite history. Major shout out to both Cammy and Seti on playing an almost perfect tourney with 4 wins to take home first place. Cammy and Seti were my favorite to win the tournament going in, and I'm super happy for them. Now let's get into the NAE team breakdown. The best placing team on NAE was Scented and Cold in 3rd place, taking home $60,000 each. They were the highest placing contested team in the tourney. With such little loot, they played amazing. In game 4 of day 2, Cold had an insane solo clutch to reboot Scented in zone, and then he 1v2'd the Middle East duo of Focus and Spy to help them clutch up a huge 3rd place that game. The next NAE team was Larson and Smite in 10th place, taking home $10,000 each. Larson and Smite were 50-50ing Muzz and Looter every single game and played fantastic for such circumstances. This duo nobody had faith in, and a duo everyone was saying wasn't very good, and got lucky to even qual for the Invitational, so I'm happy that they could pull through and place well. Next in 11th place is the reigning NA East FNCS champions, Commandment and Avery, taking home $8,000 each. They had a nice win on day 1, but in day 2 was a bit of an average yet consistent day, getting top 20 in all 6 games, but never getting top 10. In Elite Cups on East, it didn't really seem like they cared at all, but to see them place well is a testament to just how good both of them are. Next, coming in 13th place, NA East had Acorn and Edgy taking home $5,000 each. Acorn and Edgy were top 5 after day 1, but in day 2 struggled very hard up until the last game, getting a 9 elim 2nd place. I think they played extremely well while having multiple teams inside of their POI, which kind of hurt them in day 2. Acorn and Edgy have both been playing amazing this season, and I know this result might bum them out a bit, but they played great. After Acorn and Edgy, we have Clicks and Dukes in 15th place, taking home $4,000 each. Basically splitting a POI, this duo did pretty well. In day 2, they won a game as well as getting a 3rd place. It sucks that both Clicks and Dukes and Pink and Anas are very good teams that would have played crazy if they were uncon. Good finish for Clicks and Dukes nonetheless. After Clicks and Dukes, we have Macwood and Kanata in 22nd place, a team that shouldn't even have been playing but took the spot of Middle East due to visa and COVID issues. This duo was landing at a completely new spot at Shuffled Shrines, so I'm not too surprised with this placement. It's very hard to learn a new surge route for a major land in less than a week. Shout out to them both though for giving us a good show on High Ground in day 2 a couple of games. Rounding out the NA East placements, we have Pamstu and Fatch in 35th, Mero and Booga in 36th, Peterbot and Jamper in 37th, Chimp and Scram in 38th, and Muzz and Looter in 47th. Fatch, Booga, and Peterbot all underperformed severely for what people expected. Pamstu and Fatch were actually top 10 in day 1, but struggled severely in day 2, finishing 50th place on the day. Kind of the complete opposite was Peterbot and Jamper, who were 50th after day 1, but kind of pulled it together in day 2. Booga and Mero, on the other hand, were a major story, finishing 36th. Absolutely nobody saw coming. They struggled day 1 because of a lot of north zones, and then in day 2 started getting 50-50'd by bevies and vortexers. Mero was even kind of hinting that he was going to quit after the tourney, saying the zones were bad, and he was thankful that this was his last. Don't really know what this means for Mero, but I really hope he doesn't quit, as he's probably the best FNCS player of all time regardless of region. As for Chimp and Muzz, I didn't really expect too much as both of these teams were cross-region duos. I didn't think Muzz and Looter would do as bad off spawn as they ended up doing, but some tourneys just don't go your way. Next, I wanted to talk about the announcements made during the tourney. It was announced that this will be the final season of Chapter 3, probably my least favorite chapter of Fortnite, which is probably the same as many others, and this probably comes as a relief to many that is the last. Hopefully next season they don't try to overdo it with the weapons like Chapter 3. I enjoyed the Chapter 3 map for the most part, so I'm looking forward to see what they cook up for Chapter 4. The other announcement was the comp announcement, which was basically nothing. They announced that the road to the next in-person event will begin in February 2023, basically leaving us nothing about December and January, and not even telling us what game mode we can expect for next season, so we're gonna have to wait to see what more comes out about this. But nonetheless, the FNCS Invitational was an awesome experience as a viewer. Epic and Blast did an amazing job on the broadcast. I'm super excited to see what's in store for the future of Fortnite comp and in-person events. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I know I've been slacking recently due to some PC and internet issues, but I promise you guys, I'm going to continue to grind streams and videos when that is all sorted out. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.